Welcome to Powerhouse Believers Network, and today something very interesting is before us, um, and that's the reality of life. Is it possible to come to a point in your life where your once admired wife is no longer attractive to you? Does it happen? Or can it happen? Yes, it can happen. Several factors can be responsible. Because one, by the time the woman goes through the process of childbearing and of course aging, she loses certain, outlook that she was or she had before the marriage. That's possible. And then not only that, there could be they have maybe sickness, or if that woman is not taking care of herself and she looks dirty and she appears dirty and she's not doing anything about that, that woman can become less attractive or not attractive at all. But then, what are you supposed to do? Is it to quickly run away from her and begin to go after another woman? That's why it's important for you to stay to the end of this video. What do you really intend to achieve in marriage? Or what's God's intention for marriage? Anything you've been with for a long time, the tendency to feel that thing or to lose value for that thing is there. Or the tendency to begin to look to another thing in preference to what you have been with for a while is there. But what helps us in marriage is the fact that you have embraced the truth of knowledge and wisdom to stay in the marriage, even where physical attraction is dwindling. Many men have this problem that once they feel no attraction towards their wife, the only thing they do is to begin to misbehave. But I'll show you one thing. There's no time that you can justify the fact that your wife isn't looking attractive, and then you go after another woman. The Bible generally puts it this way, that any other woman outside your wife is a strange woman. And there are implications for going after a strange woman. Naturally, anything you've been with for a long time, you will want to prefer another thing to that. But not knowing that what you have is glorious and most important for your life. There's something the Bible says that I'd like to show you today in Proverbs chapter 5. The Bible says, "My son, attend to my wisdom and bow thy ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil." So, most times, these strange women, they look like everything about them is the best, is glorious, is well designed, but it is a trap. It is a trap. And the essence of this trap is to destroy your soul. If your wife is not looking attractive to you, then do what you can do to make their attraction come to the level you desire. If she's overworking too much and have less attention for herself, assist. Or you get someone to assist in the house along with her. Because naturally, when women begin to give birth to children, they get to the point where there are certain things that you admire about them that may begin to become of less attraction to you. But where you are matured, you will know that what is depreciating in them is also depreciating in you. As they are going through that, and then you also, to them also, you're losing certain things. But then, they want to stay faithful. And that's the essence of maturity before you go into marriage. Lust, money, any other thing can bring you into marriage. But you take maturity and understanding to be able to keep the marriage till the end. It's not that you just feel, you're no longer attracted to your wife, then the next thing is to begin to go after strange women. They will destroy your life. They will destroy your life. The job of the strange woman is to destroy your life. And that's why you can do everything within your power to stay away from strange women. So, if you want to get your wife to become as attractive as the way you used to see her, get her all the things that she needs. Get her good dresses. Get her, good makeup kit or whatever. Anything. You see, because of what you see in a strange woman is actually available in your wife. But the strange woman's craft is that she spends everything she has to look that way. So all you need to do now is to spend everything you have to make your wife look the way you desire. Because one thing God expects of you is that as you begin to mature, you begin to exercise a lot of restraints. It's not everything you desire that you eat again. Sugar is good. But would you eat sugar, up to a certain age of your life, or when you're getting older, will you keep consuming so much sugar? No. Why? Because you exercise restraints. It's the same thing also with marriage. Sexual appeal is very, very important all through the lifespan of your marriage. However, that appeal must be consummated within the availability that is before you, and that's the wife you are. Because by the time you begin to appeal begin to go beyond your wife to the strange woman, then you are out to be destroyed. You see? So when you begin to see, this one is a sign that you're spending more time when your wife is no longer attractive to you. It is a sign that you are mingling with the wrong people. 2, you are spending more time with the wrong things. That is generating loss in your life. Or you're hearing words from strange sources that you shouldn't hear. At times, even your friends could be the reason why your wife is now looking not attractive to you. So you check what you're listening to, check your new circle of friends, check the kind of persons they are. If they are wrong people, come out of them. If you are spending time on the internet, spending time on materials that, pushes you to lust after women, then you have to stop that. Something must come into your life to sponsor the idea that your wife is no longer attractive. It is that thing that you check and then you attend to it. There are many, many people who have gone after strange women and they never came back alive. They were destroyed. So, just make sure that you exercise maturity. It's not everything that appeals to you in skirt that you go after. He said the words of the strange woman, the lips is like honeycomb. You know how pleasant honey is? That's a description of the lips of the strange woman. But it's deadly. In verse 4, the Bible says, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. So you can see that which you're seeing outwardly is different from what is inside. Because what you're seeing outwardly is welcoming, but what is inside will destroy you. What's inside will destroy you. And that's why you have to stay away from strange women. So when your wife is no longer attractive to you, then do what you need to do to make her attractive. And then also, you see, as you begin to mature, you begin to exercise a lot of restraints so that you can stay faithful. And stay faithful to the end. No matter the pressure, no matter the temptation, you can stay faithful. And then as a woman, if you're watching this piece, also check out. Are there things that you're no longer doing? Are there things that you should do concerning your body? The truth is that if you are not anything that has bad odor, everybody run away from that. So when you have, maybe you begin to have, very, very, hardcore bad odor, no man wants to be, even your husband will not want to be around you. And so what do? You do use deodorant, you use anything that can keep that odor, offensive odor away. I wonder why as a woman you can take your bath twice in a day. Then what are you looking to achieve? You must do everything within your reach to be able to maintain your attractiveness to your husband. Especially within the confine of what your husband describes as being attractive. Give that to your husband. So finally, there's no reason why you should go out of your marriage. Stay in your marriage. Most especially because you must honor God in your marriage. So, make sure that you hold on unto the wife that God has given to you. Make sure you keep spicing your love, spicing the activities around your sexual life, spicing the activities around your house and all of that. Remember, the children that God gives you, they will, leave you and go to make their own homes. So your husband and your wife or your wife will stay with you for the rest of your life. So you must find every reason to be attractive to your husband, and you must find every reason to stay faithful to your wife as a man. The Lord bless you. I want you to receive grace. If you're already not seeing, you're seeing something different from your wife, then I must not also forget the angle of, demonic influence. If you are not careful, that's why you need to pray always, and then you need to study the Bible and know God's word. Because you see, a woman can entice you with her ideas. A strange woman. And then before you know it, you discover that you're already under a spell. And then the beauty you see in your wife before, you no longer see that beauty again. Not knowing that the cause of this is from a strange woman. And that's why as a woman also, you will need to be prayerful. Because as your husband goes out to do everything, his business and then to cater for the family, he's also not free. There are other people who are eyeing to get into his life. But by the time you also maintain a good prayer life, it will also do you good. So many women, they just feel like, okay, they are working, they are so busy, they don't have time to pray. I'm so sorry for you. Because if you do not have time to pray, the man in your life can be snatched away. And suddenly that man can begin to hate you for nothing. And suddenly that man will no longer be attractive to you. Most times, not for their cause, but because there's a spiritual attack on their lives. And then all of this begin to, come up. So as a wife, you will need to be very prayerful. Don't get to a point where you feel like, oh, no, there's no point. My husband is my husband. I'm already married, so nothing can happen. Something can happen. A strange woman can take your husband from your hand in a broad daylight. Then another thing also is that when you begin to give birth and then the marriage begins to become, longer, you must check yourself. Don't leave yourself. After all, I'm married and I have children for this man, so there's nowhere he's going again. And no, don't do that. You must handle your hygiene with utmost care and keep yourself neat as always. So no excuse for children should make you look dirty or appear dirty. Keep yourself. Make the home always welcoming. Make the home always welcoming. If you look at Proverbs chapter 6, if you look at the Bible describes about in Luke chapter 7, the Bible describes alright, Proverbs chapter 7, from verse 5, the Bible said that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and beheld among the simple ones, I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding, passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house in the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night, and behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot. So the first thing is attire. So wear dresses that are attractive to your husband. And subtle of heart, she is loud and stubborn, her feet abided not in her house, now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner. So that's why you need to pray. That's why you need to pray. Because if you do not pray, your husband can be taken away from you. Now, so she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day I have paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee. I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. Now, why was this woman spending this so much, time to explain the physical look of her home? And what does it mean to you? It means that kind of environment attracts men. And so the implication of this is that you also, as a wife, make your home this attractive. And then your husband will always want to come. Your husband will always want to come home. Because one, the bed has been decked with the coverings of tapestry, with the carved works, with fine linen. In other words, he arranged the bed. The bed is kept, arranged. Just make it look attractive. And then you will see that your husband will never get tired of being attracted to you. And no strange woman can take him away from you. He said, I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Look at this. Look at even the smell coming from the body of this strange woman. Can that also happen in your house? Where even in the night, even in the day, you will appear in such a way and you smell good. It's the Bible I'm teaching. And then he said, come, let us take our fill of love unto the morning. Let us solace ourselves with love. For the good man is not at home. So that's a different thing altogether. But what I'm saying here is that whatever a strange woman anywhere can give to your husband, you can also. The stamina you had when you were coming into the marriage, don't lose that stamina. As a wife, no matter the number of years, don't lose that stamina. There's this uniqueness you carried, and there's a way you preserve this uniqueness that kept your husband or that man you're about to marry at suspense. Can you also continue to do the same, even in the marriage? With that, you can keep that marriage now. I'd like to stop here. The Lord bless you. The Lord keep you. And never forget, never lose attraction for your wife. And wives, do everything to sustain your attraction before your husband. The Lord bless you. Share this, with other people. Be part of this evangelical work. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. Like this video and then make comments and share with others.